Dummy.
Nigga. Pick, nigga.
Yeah, like
I don't care who win, but you gonna pick this week.
Cheeto, you gonna have to pick, man. It can't just because it's two people, man. You can't stop doing your job, man. That go me. Nike won. Yeah.
Got some good options.
I'm gonna leave it up there for a second for you too, Cheeto.
These glow in the dark, Cheeto. Take all of that into consideration.
He gonna pick you. He been showing favoritism
And they
lately, actually.
These like 12 years old.
He been showing a lot of favoritism towards you.
No, man. Like, I get it. Sometimes you got to pick the unordinary. Like, sometimes Vans will win. Vans have won before.
John Legend's so crazy.
You know
We
what
just
I'm saying?
ordinary people. Man, this pod gonna suck.
No, probably. But no. If it do, it do. If it don't, it don't, man. It's going to be what it's going to be, but I'm here.
Like you was so special last week.
I'm here. Come on, man. You can't do that. Can't do that, brother.
Okay.
You know, G-Boss gave us a heartfelt a story after this.
We rolling, so I mean.
You can't do that.
That's dope.
Like, man, I'm sad, man. I ain't gonna go into no more, but
All right, I'll be quiet.
yeah, but you can't do that.
I'll be quiet.
Stop it, man.
Oh boy, we back in this thing, man.
But are we?
We in Uptown, man. I like being in Uptown sometimes. I like when we get to connect. I think the last time we did a 2-man, me and you was in Uptown, wasn't it?
Yeah, it only makes sense, man. Why are two people gonna be sitting at that?
I don't
big
feel like
table
your chat even. I think you need to come back a little bit.
I've been telling you the last couple weeks, man. Stop checking me out.
What you mean?
Just sit down.
I like conformity. Ooh, I stuck it.
Conformities. You know, sometimes you just gotta go off the whim, be a little different, and it don't have to be, hey, a straight line. Don't have to.
Don't y'all laugh at my short, nigga.
Baby short. You ain't got no thigh. You ain't got no finger room in your thighs, man. You gotta have some finger room in your
Man,
thighs.
I noticed, with the big clothes, arrow back, I don't like it.
I like it. I love it, fool. I went to work Friday, unfortunately. I had to go to work in the building, but fortunately, nigga, I put on like 8 pair of pants. Cause like all of them too tight. I like the spacious, big. I like it. I like the space. So I like them. Well, if this makes sense, I don't want them to be long, but I want them to be wide.
So what you gonna do when that shit die? Cause it's gonna die.
I'm old now. I want comfort.
Well, I don't want like uncomfortable tight, but I want.
Skinny jeans uncomfortable. Skinny shorts uncomfortable.
I ain't got no pair of uncomfortable jeans.
You short. You like your shorts, or you tired?
Yeah, I like them. I mean, I'm sitting down right now. That's part of the problem.
So then that's what it. Then there you go. You're not gonna wear skinny jeans no more.
You ain't gonna like them big ass shorts either. That go below your kneecap. You don't want them no more.
Well, I say I want wide, but not long. So I still want comfort. Like something. Like, nigga, not too long ago, my shorts used to be like that. I ain't gonna lie. 2 summers ago,
I don't remember no tight short.
I do.
I do.
Jeans, shorts, all of them, man. Yeah, I like. Give me some thigh space, baby.
What you like?
I don't want. Huh? I don't want my ankles to be tight no more. I want space. I want some air to get up under them and let it flow. Flowy. That's what they call it, flowy.
Okay. You want some flowy clothes?
Them hoes be extra baggy, not
Extra.
extra.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Like the Drake photo.
I ain't wearing
the
it.
big old. I ain't wearing that though. But
Sound like that's the direction you going in.
well, no, because lately, like my pants haven't been jeans. They've been a material. I don't know what it is, cotton. I don't know, but it's still kind of almost tight at the ankle, but the pants is fluff.
Speaking of, I'm gonna come back after we get this intro out the way, but I want to ask you something about clothes. But here we go. You tuning in to the Dummies podcast. I'm Stock.
It's the Content Factory podcast. It's Stock and Hoot.
Oh yeah, hold up. Do we got another beat?
We got to get a factory beat. It's
Yeah.
the Content
You
Factory.
tuning in to the Stock and Hootie show. I'm Stock.
I'm Hootie.
And this episode 1. Well,
no,
probably
I'm
like 2 or 3 because we done did this before. But
It's really about episode all. K-Gary gonna be mad. What you mean episode all?
Yeah, man. That nigga probably done missed like 4 of the last 6. But we back like we never left because like we say every week, we never leave. It's episode, is it what, 274?
1.
Yeah, 274 to the world blow.
1.
I don't think I'm supposed to say that.
Pause.
I forgot. I'm sorry, guys.
I've been watching, and fool, I was watching Fallout on Amazon Prime, and that's like an apocalyptic boom. so don't say that.
Nah, that's gang stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. And I ain't in nobody gang on phone now.
That's government gang.
You can say what you want.
Government gang.
On Dez. I ain't on no gang.
On Big Dad.
On Big Dez.
Lil Dez
Because he'll
turned
make his
into-
own topic.
it turned into Only
But
Dez.
we in this thing, man. We in Uptown, man. The lights are lighting like it do every week. I feel festive in here, man. Like I feel like I'm on Jay Leno or something. You know what I mean?
Jay Leno.
Yeah, man. We got the
Exactly
light
Leno.
lit up. We got, the lights are lighting. They're a lot closer here in Uptown.
You slapped the fuck out your thigh just now.
It didn't sting.
That nigga slapped that.
Yeah, it didn't sting. It was cool. I made it through. But man, we back in this thing, man. We doing what we do. It's Saturday, not Sunday. This is the Father's Day pod. Happy Father's Day to all the good fathers out there, man. We'll definitely dive deep into fatherhood, man, and what that means to us. Yeah, man, yeah. Get them a round of applause, Dez, man, and everything else, and then get them niggas dummies, cause they be dumb too sometimes.
Father's definitely dumb. We do some dumb shit.
Yeah. But yeah, don't worry about it, Dez.
Dummy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's been an hour later.
I'm telling that nigga put that bitch in the dummy of the week.
Give yourself one, though. Later.
Dummy.
Right on time.
But nah, man. Where we at though with it, Hoop?
Oh man, I don't know. Happy Father's Day to the fathers, to me, to you, to our fathers, good fathers, bad fathers, whatever. Without you, the kids wouldn't be here. So good or bad, cool. But Happy Father's Day to the good fathers, man.
The club shooters.
Who determines a good father? You consider yourself a good father?
Fuck all right, nigga.
What if your daughter or your baby mom be like, nah, you're not a good
I
father?
don't give a fuck what they think. I had this conversation, and I know we not on the topic, but I had this conversation. I really mean it. I think we kind of touched on it a little bit last week. I am at an age and stage where I don't give a fuck about what people think, but me. And I don't mean it like in a bad way. I don't really like. If the world too much will take shit from you. Mm-hmm. Social media, partners, kids, shit, they'll take it from you, man. You gotta be confident. If you know that you're doing the best job that you can, you're making the efforts that you can with the resources that you can, and you're using your tools as best you can to try to make your kids' life easier, better, and or create lessons for them to learn, man, you gotta be okay with it.
Yeah, and I would just talk before when you had walked out, went got some peanut butter cookies or whatever.
Why you telling my business, dog?
My bad, sorry. Me and G Boss was in here talking about it wasn't any good father or bad father. It was about like some stuff that had happened when I was a young father with nothing and gave my all and got crucified for it a week later. So
gave you all. What you talking about?
everything I had financially, I gave it away.
To the kids?
And her mama,
Oh, and you got crucified?
by her mama, the next week.
What, saying you didn't do enough?
You don't do enough.
Boy, that shit be that hurt, don't it?
Yes, bro.
That shit hurt, boy.
I gave
You do everything you can, goddamn.
I gave you everything.
You be feeling good, like, man, you know what? I did what I supposed to. You ain't shit.
I gave you everything and asked you for some noodles, and I'm trash. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? So
It come with the territory.
and that's why I
though.
asked that question, because I'm like, man, sometimes you can't really think about what other people think of you, even if it's sometimes them.
Right.
The people who are directly affected or directly have instances of it. And sometimes they see it later, sometimes they don't. But at the end of the day, you got to feel like you're a good
Right.
father.
Which-
But you can't be sometimes you can't be not doing nothing and think you're a good father.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? I think those people, even if they say that they think that they're a good father, I think deep down, you can't lie to yourself. You know.
Some niggas will lie to themselves.
Yeah, they'll lie to themselves to you or to the out. But when they
think
go
they-
home and get in that bed or get in that shower, they know that they lousy.
But what if some of them be like, I did everything I could, but they didn't.
Well, they misinformed
I
of
don't
how
know.
much they could do then.
I mean, so I don't know. I don't want to argue for them or fuss for them. Whatever.
We talking about good niggas.
Yeah, we talking about the good niggas who actually do stuff, who actually's been there, who actually talk to their kids, talk to their baby moms, and even fuss with them, and been through life with them, and you know, like that's who we talking to. Not to you niggas. You can't afford to disappear for 6 years and be a good father. I'm sorry. But who knows? Maybe they have specific situations too. I don't know. So I'm getting off.
Hey,
Fuck
shout
it.
out to the step pops too. I had a step
Shouts
pops.
out to the step pops,
Nigga
man.
was a real nigga.
That's
He
who I
was a
live
real
with.
nigga.
I live with my step pop. So shouts out to he's still there every single day. Shouts out to him because his birthday next week. So I'm sorry.
Happy birthday, Pop.
I'm missing next week because his birthday and his party and everything is next weekend. So that's when we'll be.
You missing what next week?
everything. Pod.
Pod canceled.
Good.
No episode next week.
Can't wait to see how this goes. But yeah, I'm going to the crib next week, man, for him. So shouts
Nigga,
out
come
to him.
back on Sunday.
No way, man.
Y'all
'Cause-
niggas
well,
ain't
listen,
dedicated like
let
that.
me tell you how this goes. The party for the people, I spit big. The party for the people is Saturday. Everybody, whoever want to come. But Sunday, it's for us. It's for us. It's for me. It's for him. It's for the close ones. We chill. We talk shit. We get on the grill. We drink beer. Talk shit. We drink beer. We talk shit. We drink beer. And that's what. So I'd rather the Sunday than the Saturday, even though I'm gonna enjoy both. But we get to do the real Father's Day chill shit. Nigga,
Real father, real man.
Yeah, that's when you get the conversations off. Nigga told me a long time ago, man, when your wife get mad, give her a kiss smack on the ass, she be all right. That's when those conversations happen. So it'd be stuff like that, man. But my week been cool, man. Shooting, more shooting. That's about it. Working as well. How about you?
Dope week. Working like normal. Working like usual. Still have a good week of, man, I like the space that I'm in right now, man. It's real.
Where are you?
Man, I'm just grateful, dog. Like it's grateful. Like I tell people all the time, man, like you gotta watch certain people because I've learned that certain people try to steal like your small victories.
Yes.
And a lot of times we don't count small victories. Because, we tend to look at what the bigger picture is. But lately, man, I've been super grateful for just small stuff, man. Like, no matter how, nigga, you pay something off and it go down $200. I'm grateful. You know what I mean?
I paid the bills this month. I'm good.
Yeah, like I'm cool.
I'm cool. I can sleep. I got some air in the house.
Yeah. There you go. Like shit like that. And but I know like the world sometimes and social media or something try to make you feel like you ain't doing enough.
Nigga, that's all you did? You pay your bills? You ain't go to Cancun on a Tuesday? Nigga, no. I'm good. I'm fine.
Nigga, I got HBO Max.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? I get to watch TV.
Whatever. See, that small victory is your victor. Like, so it ain't for other people to understand it. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't for me to like. I might shit on you. If you let me, I shit on. Like, man, that nigga happy he got HBO Max, and me and Hooter laughing. But nigga, that might have been a big feat. Nigga, you might grew up with no cable or something. So for you, that might be big. Again, that's why you got to find your own gratitude, because other people will try to push their traumas or their insecurities or their little things on you and make you try to wear that shit. And I'm rejecting all that kind of bullshit.
And I'm cool with it because I've been saying, and this has came up the last 3 pods. It's real easy to be happy, man.
Man, and it's crazy that you said it. I think I used your line about 4 times. And I referenced back to the pod. Like, man, we was just talking about this on the pod. It's really easy to be happy.
Yeah, you don't want to be.
And I was watching this, man, it was a therapist. And in the therapy, the lady makes you sign a waiver. Because what studies are starting to show or say is that the more you sometimes talk about those traumas and those bad things, you can go back into them and start living in them.
So she's talking about it bad?
Well, I mean, in her waiver is basically you have to let me know right away if you go back into a bad place because of what we're talking about. And they say the more you like become the victim or you sit in those kind of situations, the more you start like reacting like that. Just like you said, it's easy to be happy because if I tell myself, and I know it's not this easy, but it kind of is. If I said, man, fuck, man, damn, I can't get this done. Or you can look at it like, damn, when I get this done, okay, I see the angle. It kind of creates you to be more upbeat and energetic about the situation. That's just my opinion.
And it's mine too because I see it on a daily basis. I really think that's it. And I really truthfully believe that. Like, I'm sorry. You can sit here and argue that it's not really easy to be happy, but that's on you. Yeah. I think that's a personal belief, man, because I talk to people every day. I hear people every day. I listen to people every day. And some of the smallest things in the world make them happy. Yeah. And you sitting here, and not even that. Even when you look on the little stuff on the internet, there be kids in Africa walking with no shoes on, and they'll get a real sandwich, a punching bag, some shoes, and they be happy as you can never be happy. So, man, I have no reason to be upset or mad about anything because I think it's real easy to be happy.
Yeah, and that's why I be saying gratitude too. I think that other place that I be doing my little work at and stuff. You have people who can't necessarily do stuff for themselves, and it be the little things that you do, and they'll look at you and be like, "Hey, thank you for doing that.
Thank you for that."
And you be like, "Damn," because a lot of people like as small as think you can be sometimes. Like it's that person really showing you an appreciation.
Yeah, I think it takes people to see some stuff that really see things and see instances where you don't have to help a person, but you really do, and you see the outcome of it and joy on that person's face. So,
right, fool, like. seeing that joy is definitely like a good thing because it like I said it be small little things, and then they show the gratitude for it, and that's it.
Is that the secret to everyday life? Because I will say, I'll step out there, I don't care. Sometimes I'm guilty.
Oh, you trying to win an Academy Award now,
You
baby?
did?
That nigga says this the secret. If we done figured it out.
Like sometimes, like even at home, like sometimes you don't do the little shit and make shit go awry. You know, like
Yeah.
So is that the secret? But sometimes that gets hard.
So what do you ask? What the secret to life?
Doing the simple things.
Yeah, I think so. It's always the simple things.
Nigga,
I just want them simple things. Them simple.
No, not those things.
Well, yeah, Trey. I just want them simple things.
Put them on the background.
We need to get a hold of that song.
Man, maybe it is, fool, and maybe we should find a way. Because I noticed that sometimes, not purposefully, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes you just get home, you just want to chill. You don't want to, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to take the trash out. I don't want to rub feet. You know what I'm saying. I don't want to say, hey, how was your day? Sometimes just doing all of those little things.
Well, isn't that simple? Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. So yes, he said full circle, baby. Full circle, baby. But sometimes doing those little things makes the difference.
Yeah.
just like we were laughing in the morning about Charleston White with the nobody cook for you.
Cause some
niggas,
breakfast.
so
Oh yeah.
for her to then be like, hey,
You want
what
some
you
breakfast?
Want for breakfast tomorrow?
Uh-huh.
I'm
Yeah.
like, oh shit, I'm finna get breakfast.
Right. Yeah.
She saw your post.
Nah.
Oh, but
She
you're
probably
right.
should.
But you're right. You're right. Like she probably shouldn't because that means she's naturally doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes just naturally doing those little things also makes you feel good.
Like shit, boy, I'm finna have breakfast, boy.
Yeah.
Some sausage potatoes.
So yeah, that's been a cool little week. And then this week, I get the I'm going on a college tour. I'm taking the little one down there to go visit school, and see if she like it. And I'm excited about that shit. Like, you know, we already got a little off day Wednesday. Then I'm gonna take again Thursday.
Get your pockets ready.
Yeah. You know, well, you know, that's part of it. That's part of. Man, do you get excited sometimes? Like as a dad, and as Father's Day, do you ever get excited? Like, even though you be spending money, do you ever get excited? Like, damn, I'm doing grown ass shit. Like,
yeah, you got to, man. And if you don't, then something wrong with you. Like I said, once again,
like you be mad. Like,
it's
God
real easy to be
damn, I
happy,
just
like-
spent $500 on some bullshit.
Yeah, but then once you realize, hey man, I spent $5 on a whole lot of less bullshit as well.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's the way I come to it. Like I spent $500 last month on bullshit that didn't matter to nothing. This bullshit, not bullshit, but this actually helps something. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind it, and it's hard because you do sometimes be thinking like, damn, do I really have it? Can I really do it? Can I really help? And if I can't, then what happens? You know what I'm saying? So even still, you thought you was getting to that comfortable phase of your life, but now it's still not complicated, but it's still some stuff you gotta keep working. Nigga, work harder. Nigga, do more.
Grind
You
up.
gotta do it. And yeah, man, we just talking about like the kids' workload, like school workload, food, and what the meal plan costs, and just wondering how it's gonna get paid for, and then wondering, will she have time to get a job? But then ultimately it popped in my head like, I don't want her to have a job. She's doing too much to whereas she shouldn't have to worry about that food. So I'll eat that rather than making her eat that, because like right now it's not the time for her to eat that. She'll
Right.
maybe help her learn that later, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you know, I thought about that same stuff. I know you a little further along than me, but they the idea of working, like, oh, okay, maybe you can get a little work study job or something like that if you're not doing extracurriculars. Because she talked about cheering in college. She doing a lot of stuff right now to get ready to try to cheer in college, but you know, we'll see what's in the cards for her. But
And see,
like a work study job might not be too bad.
But she said that too, and I was like, shit, I took 12 hours of bullshit and didn't have extra time. She taking 15 hours of biology and chemistry and building your brain, and like she ain't gonna have no time for that shit.
But
Like,
she don't have to do them 3-4 hours of
football practice.
right.
But not many jobs are gonna give you 3-4 hours of work.
Yeah, put those work study jobs. You get like
3-4
2-3 hours a day. Like it'd be
Find a
like,
job, goddammit.
yeah, like
Shit.
that's why they be work studied.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I remember the hustle back then was people get them little work study job, and then now that they're grown, they can go apply for food stamps. Off the work study job, they have $300-$400 worth of food stamps, nigga, off the work study job.
pays to talk to your friends.
ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, man. You know,
You gonna get.
hopefully I ain't fucking up the game, but
No,
yeah, you know.
That's it. That's the game is the game, and it's not. And the thing is we're sitting here talking about it because it's not a game, man. We're really looking for resources to help.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, Target, Publix, Chick-fil-A, all them got them little programs and shit for them,
Yep.
them college kids.
And then, like, think
Work
about it.
study?
People worked at the rec, or they worked at the student center. You know, like doing tours and stuff. Like,
The way that shit,
$17
the
for 4
the
hours.
amount of money that shit counts now. You
it
don't have
is-
to be a doctor in college.
it's high, but you just want to be able to instill a little work ethic, teach a little responsibility, and then put a little change in their pocket along with the stuff that you're gonna get them. Because at the end of the day, it's cool to give them stuff and stuff like that, but nothing's like earning it. You know what I mean? So yeah. So that's my week. I've been kind of cool with that. I want to ask you. I was having a conversation with somebody. Do you think that in today's time, in the era that we grew up in, do you think it's a certain age bracket or age range that you're supposed to dress a certain kind of way?
Not in my life. Cause like I feel like some people look at me and be like, "Nigga, you 40. You ain't supposed to have these on." I got on phone posit, shorts, chains, t-shirts. But to me, it's comfortable. So maybe yeah, but yeah, because I can't come in here and wear some of the stuff that the teenagers wear.
You dress like a teen.
In some instances, not really. Like sometimes they'll have them on the very like. If I came in this bitch with skinny on, with 18 pockets on them,
Sagging to your kneecap,
with my butt out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, I mean, I don't think that's the thing, but
so some of them,
I look at it like this. I feel like the reason that it's different, even for us, if you look at the people who are like even in charge or something, who are a little bit older than us, they all still pretty much that. I call it the Michael Jordan era, the Michael Jordan tennis shoes and all that. You know what I mean? Like we all grew up in like rap. We grew up with the rap. We grew up with the.
So we're gonna make it cool. Think about it. When you saw me at work Thursday, what I had on? A suit and some J's.
A tuxedo.
And some J's.
A tuxedo.
And some J's.
And some
some J's.
some long roach stompers.
And some J's. You know what I'm saying? So if I wear a suit, like most days, because like my feet, I'm sorry, they bad. Like if I wear a suit or if I dress up nowadays, I'm wearing tennis shoes.
Like when I went to that conference, I was like, damn, I probably shouldn't have put some tennis shoes on with that. Got in there. The dude who played with the Yankees for 12 plus years or whatever, got all these different businesses.
That's the uniform.
Had the exact same shit I had on. He had a different blazer color. He had jeans on like I did. And then he had the exact same J's I had on, but a different color. That was it.
You had your glasses on, though.
Oh yeah, you got to kill him with the glasses.
You had your glasses on. You couldn't see that day?
Yeah, they tell me when I'm talking in front of people, I need to be able to see them.
Wear your glasses. You got to grab them a couple times.
Yeah. It changed the look. Like, you got to do this. Look.
Oh, you
You got to push them up. Yeah.
The second grade teacher so crazy.
It changed the seriousness of it. But I honestly, I think at this stage, you dress what you're as long as you know how to dress to the place that you're going.
Yeah.
That's all that matters to me. But
I think we're at the perfect place where we mix.
Yeah.
We know how to wear a suit, a shirt, and a tie, and still the feet look like the feet, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? We can wear some Gucci slides and some jeans. And
I tell people all the time too, it's not the clothes, it's the nigga. Man, I can go if I go to a party and I forgot the dress code, and I come in that bitch dressed like this, nigga. Like I don't give a fuck.
I'm still gonna be cool.
I'm still me.
I'm still gonna mingle. Y'all still gonna like me.
And it's the age.
But
of like
how the conversation consisted of, it was like, what if like social media see you and they think they're like, oh, that's all you wear.
I don't care.
That's
I don't care, man. I got, not to say it, but I got about 4 or 5 lives I'm living right now. Like, nigga, I go to work. I go to the factory. I go to this podcast. I go shoot shit. You know what I'm saying? I dress 6 different ways. And all of them are appropriate for what's going on. As long as I know it'll be appropriate to where I'm going.
Like if they say come to a wedding, if I come like this, think y'all something wrong with me.
Yeah,
y'all need to probably pull me to the side and have a little intervention.
You good, fella?
Yeah, you straight, nigga. You straight, nigga. You tripping?
We need to go to the store right quick.
Yeah, but what I learned is most of the people who have this gripe, and when I had that conversation, it was specifically about worrying about what other people think.
I don't care about what other people think no more.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't. I really don't.
And then the back thing was like,
because I know I'm purposely going there with good intentions, and I feel like I'm dressed for the occasion. And I never really went somewhere so far off either.
Yeah.
Like I never went like this to a wedding. So What if you feel like wearing that to a wedding? What you gonna say?
If I wear this to a wedding, I wanted to wear this to a wedding. Now I'm not gonna do it, but if I wear it to a wedding,
I mean that's where it gets tricky though. Cause I feel like if you wore that to a wedding, you wild. Cause you sent something the other day in a thing to nigga wore this in the wedding. They killed him in the comments, and it was a you know.
But I will say I saw like Moneybag Yo and them at a wedding, and them niggas had on shorts. Like they had on shorts with like combat boots and like a cutoff, like it was dressy, but like a cutoff tuxedo jacket and shit. Like this a different era and a different time. I think you do what you do.
So maybe that fit the wedding attire. I don't know, man.
At the end,
say fuck it.
At the end of the day, do what you want to do.
Just don't be weird on purpose.
We've been talking about this off and on, and more stats keep coming out. But they said that the medium mortgage payment rose to a high of $2,894 per month in the United States.
That's wild.
That's an increase of plus 14% from last year, plus 23% from 2022, and a whopping 78% from 2021. It says taxes, insurance, utilities, and maintenance costs aren't included in that number. It's not. And so it said that buying a house has never been less affordable as it is today. With the taxes, insurance, and utilities and maintenance costs not including that, we all know that insurance costs, that was one of the reasons that led to the mortgage going up, because insurance premiums went up. Yep. Or not premiums, but monthly costs went up. I don't know, man. I say this all the time. It's hard, like when we talk about gratitude and the small things, but for people looking to get in the housing market, you paying a lot of fucking money to get a house.
It is, man, and you don't know which route to tell them to go, man, because that's when some people, you sound like a dickhead sometimes. You be like, it's easy to get a house because you got a house in 2015, 2014 when the rates was 2.8, 3.5, 4.0, and now they 8.9. Like the same houses you was trying to get, the exact same house, same square footage that cost you $1,000 back then cost you $2,500.
And I remember when I first started looking at houses about 12 years ago, when I wasn't about to buy, but just when I was looking at prices, man, you could get a live ass 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,500 square feet for $150,000
with a 3.5% rate.
Yeah. So you paying like $800, $900, for where you paying $1,300 at $1,200 for maybe rent at that time,
and not even
$1,100 for rent.
Not even the people trying to buy the house. That's high, but the people trying to rent that exact same house is even more.
Yeah, I looked at that because
it's even more.
There's a house in the neighborhood down the street that's for rent. Anytime I see a house go up for sale, like I always look it up. I look up how much it costs because I just be wanting to stay hip to the market, understand what they asking for, because that let me know if I want to sell what I can get.
How much my house costs?
Yeah,
how much my house costs?
Yeah. So it help you kind of keep up. But I looked up the rent, man, on the house. Man, the rent was like $2,200. I was like, man, I don't know who the fuck $2,200, $2,300. Nigga, how can you do that?
You can't. The people, and that's why it be so sad, fool, because I see it often. Like a lot of the houses for rent in my neighborhood, people be getting kicked out. They would really get kicked out. They stuff be on the curb, and I'm like, come on, man. Like, why does that even make sense for y'all to charge this amount of rent to kick somebody out every other month? Like, what's the purpose? Like, what's the idea behind that? Please let me know.
Yeah.
Like, how does that help you pay your mortgage loan or whatever if you're kicking people out? I don't get it.
And they, G-Ball just put up there like the average 1-bedroom costing $1,050. Man, when I first got my 1-bedroom, but it was a night. But I sat on a
$400.
My shit was $525.
For real, fool. And fool, I was on the south side for $400.
I was on $280.
And I was a dungeon though.
I was on $280.
Like, fool, I looked it up. That same apartment on the south side has quadrupled.
$1,200.
No. So it was $400 in. So it was 4 times 4
$16?
easily. And it's a little sugar shack. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Nigga, that one little corner, 1-bedroom that I had that we had all the parties and shit in, that shit was $525. I sat on the lake. I had a balcony with the lake on it. I used to stunt. I used to open the blinds. Come on, you want to see the lake?
And the thing is, fool, you can't really say. I remember that.
The thing is, fool, the lake?
It's not like you can't say that it was because of the times. No, man, because even still, like, I still was able to take care of other things. Like nowadays, like yes, there's inflation, but you can't afford to do nothing but pay rent. Like nigga, I could pay rent, but I could still afford to have a barbecue. Yeah. Niggas can't even afford to have barbecues no more. Food for the homies, for the friends, for the nigga. I can't do that. Nigga, I gotta pay my light bill.
Nah, fuck y'all and need barbecue. Y'all nigga want barbecue for shit.
You can't afford it, nigga.
Y'all niggas getting money, B.
We can't afford it, nigga.
Nah, y'all nigga holding on to the money.
Shit is crazy, fool.
$40 for a slab of rib.
That shit is hot. I mean, we could put little dogs on there.
Well. We had the meat man. I don't know how safe that was. Pause. We had the meat man.
We did have the meat man.
That shit was wild, though. That shit would never go. Man,
we used to get all kind of hot dogs and chicken and hamburger meat for $35.
That nigga the reason why Food World closed. That nigga ran
something. We used to love that shit, bro.
That shit
all our cookouts was powered by Meat Man.
That shit was real. For we'll leave that shit out for 3 days, it wouldn't go bad.
Meat Man.
That shit was, but shit, back then, nigga, you could tell us that nigga shit. You know
studies also show that the average black family passes on 0% to their next generation. $0. I'm sorry.
It's still in that point. I can that makes sense to me because we still haven't really built generational wealth overall. You know what I'm saying? It's still a few people who have it, but it's so many who don't.
I see that.
So
Yeah,
you see it every single. I'm sure every single day you talk to people every day. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's getting better. It's getting
harder. If we doing mortgage rates like this,
well,
if we're doing
when I say getting better,
if we have an inflation like what we having, I don't see how that shit get better.
Because I think that like we're getting more information. Like think about it. Like when I say it's getting better, it's like nigga, me and you, we didn't have no access to the information.
We did,
but now we do, and now we can give it to our kids. So now I had the money, but we could give a little bit more information than our parents had and their grandparents had. You know, so it's some stuff like that.
In lieu of Father's Day, is passing everything, not necessarily the knowledge, but helping making your kid life easier because of the knowledge that you have or the stuff that you know. Is that ruining your kid?
Tricky.
And the reason why I'm saying that is because two different instances. They're saying that we are, because of the things that we've learned to know, we want to make naturally, you want to make your life easier for your child. But then that's not allowing your child to figure out the hard shit. And since they're not figuring it out, somebody's helping them or telling them because you don't want them to feel how you feel, and that's setting your kids up.
Two things. One thing, I don't care because why should we only be the only race that cares about that? Like there's races that, hey, I'm gonna set you up and I'm gonna hope you go make it. Now sometimes you're gonna be a dickhead and gonna be a crackhead, but a lot of times you're gonna be a multi-billionaire company owner. So I would rather my kid have that opportunity to do that than be like, hey, go struggle it out and find it out.
Well, and to be fair, this wasn't just like I brought up the passing up $0 as black. But that second part that I was talking about was everybody thing. That was a white lady talking about.
Well, that's cool, but they have the time and experience to do it. Give me the time and experience to do it. Because I feel like even if I give my kid that, I'm still gonna teach him some hard lessons.
Like for instance, I get what you're saying. I think more of what I'm saying. Let me give more context, just in case. The girl was saying that she grew up poor and she didn't have much. She ended up getting a lot of money. Through her businesses, through all of, she ended up being a multimillionaire. She go to Target. Her daughter asked, "Can I get that?" You remember when we was growing up, nigga, do you got McDonald's money?
Don't ask for nothing.
Don't ask for nothing. And then you got to figure out how to get that said thing. Well, in this instance, the lady was saying, when my daughter would ask, I don't have no problem giving her that. I got the money in my pocket. Why not buy it? But then she realized, like, damn, every time I go to Target, she asks for something, I get it. And so she started making her realize that, like, you know what? I'm not going to just buy it. Let me tie chores to it. Let me tie activities to make her earn me buying that. Not because I got it, I can go buy it, but what lesson does that teach, or what kind of shit does that pass on to that kid if you just buy it right out the gate?
Well, I'm glad you say that because I specifically, this is verbatim, fool. I told, like, my kid's mom, they be like, they're spoiled. And you know what I tell them? Sometimes you got to tell them no for no reason. Like, I don't mind going to buy you this from Target sometimes. But sometimes I will tell you no for no reason. Because sometimes you're going to get told no. And that's perfectly okay. So, it's cool to tie some stuff into it, and it's cool to show your kid a better life than what you had and give it to them, but it's also sometimes cool to tell them no for no reason. Because that's going to teach them sometimes that you're not going to always be told yes.
Yeah.
I don't care if I got it or not. No.
Yeah.
I like that.
I wish a kid would tell me, you got it. I don't give a fuck. I got it.
Yeah, because it say that it creates, it says that it creates like an entitlement complex.
Yeah.
Because they, and the thing that the lady was saying, it was another lady on Bill Maher. I want to read her book because it seemed like a dope ass book. But she was saying that a lot of kids in college saying they're not used to being told no.
And I pride myself on that. I promise you, I say no for no reason sometimes. And I don't care. It's Tuesday, no. I'm sorry, fool. I really mean that shit. Like, I really mean that, and I really believe that for the purposes of, I don't want my kids to be spoiled as kids, so sometimes I tell you no. I don't give a fuck if I got a pocket full of $1 billion. You want $1? No. I ain't got it.
I got two things for
Go
that.
earn it. Go find it.
One thing was when I was coming up, like just to have a car to drive in like high school and shit.
I don't care, fool. I promise you, I never care about that shit.
The rule for me was you can only drive to school if you got an extracurricular activity.
What you got to go to work after?
I had to go to work.
You got to go to work after?
At
Fool.
15, I'm at Arby's.
And
So I can drive.
I told both my kids' moms that, man, you know what I had to do to get a car, man? I had to earn my way into college myself, meaning scholarships from football, and go earn my way in. You know how, even after that, nigga, I saved money. Me personally. My mom ain't tell me, my mom ain't even know to do this. Maybe, I don't know. But I personally saved my Pell Grants for 2 years and got my own car.
So that's what they're talking about.
But
that's exactly what you just said is exactly what they're saying.
And that's why.
So,
and I'll say I will when that came from that. Like when the for the kids when they moms be like, she need a car. I'm like, she need a motherfucking car. She in the 10th grade. She ain't got nowhere to go.
And so I thought about that. I thought about that too. So I was talking to my little one, and the environment that they in. Like I remember when growing up in Tomerville, going to LaFleur, like nigga, if one person got a car, it was the lottery. Like Sale was the one person that had the car. Sale would go get 3, 4, 5 people at a time sometimes. Everybody could get picked up. Ryan to come pick up. Sale might had a route. Ryan had a route. We had a way. Yeah, like, because it depended on which route you was on. You knew who was going home or who was getting picked up. If 2 chicks call and it's 4 of y'all, and who y'all want to come? All right, Sale get the car, and you know who going home by the route. Oh, shit, damn. I ain't get chose.
Y'all think it was a privilege, fool, because like my friends, I ain't have no friends with a car in school.
But here,
like, my homeboy, he was a senior. He graduated before us. He had a car, but the people in school had no car.
See, I was lucky. Sarah had a car in 8th grade. We used to be everywhere. My mama used to say shit like, y'all going to jail, y'all get pulled over. But she let me get in the car with her. What kind of shit is that? But 8th grade, man, we used to, like, and then his brother was a senior, so we could show up to all the senior parties, and it was love for us because, shit, we got a green light in here. But what I was saying, I brought that up to say it was nothing for me to be like, hey, you going to the game? Come pick me up. Mm-hmm. All right, bet. It was fine. But now the world that my daughter live in the environment that she in, all of them got cars.
Yeah.
I need a car. So it'd be like, I don't want to ask them. They get an attitude. Or they did. I'm like, man, wait a minute. Your friend then. And I'm still thinking on the old concept, like, nigga, just tell them to go. But y'all live maybe it's different because everybody around here got them. And they got nice fucking cars too, by the way. They ain't, I don't care for They ain't even got putt-putts.
Well, I will say this then. I'll help you. Get a job, earn your little money, save you a little money, and I'll help you. But get you a car, I'm not doing it, not right now. In the 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th, you don't need a car.
Yeah.
You ain't got to go downtown to go punch nobody's clock. So you don't need a car. So I'm sorry, man. Like, shit too high.
The school
money costs too much.
In the school you go to, like 7 minutes away.
Yeah, I could drop you off every single day.
They said they didn't want to go that far. It's right there.
All right,
it's right there.
All right,
man.
All right. I'm not gonna inconvenience myself to convenience my kids, even though I want them to be convenienced. I wish I could give everything in the world. I really do.
Do y'all document like stuff that y'all go through so that, let's say it gets.
I wish I did.
Okay, so you can tell them a certain thing now, right? And they may not understand it yet, but when they get older and they get in their 20s or whatnot, Do y'all document certain things y'all went through just in case they might got to go through it too? And they
my documentation up here.
Yeah, my document is history.
I tell her.
So we got a book that we document like when it's insurance. Things we went through in insurance and how we fix the situation just in case, we might be gone. You never know. It's regular life. So even though it's up here, what if we gone? Yeah. We got a booklet for them. Hey, take a look at it.
It's up there.
Yeah.
It's just like the old days, man.
They gonna know it. They gonna hear it. They gonna remember it. Like I try to keep it as real time as much as I can. Keep it in real time. Like, hey man, you don't need no car right now because it could possibly get you in trouble. You don't have no real place to be. And if you need a ride to school or to work, you got it. And if push comes to shove, like these kids, like, I'm sorry, I love y'all, but these kids, nigga, I caught the school bus, city bus every single day of my life. It's okay for you to do it 2 days a week. And I don't care. Nigga, I don't
but
care.
such and such is not doing it.
Well, you can go walk. Walk your ass.
But to your point, Dad, I just tell her. Like, I tell her. I'm like, man, what I'm saying might not make sense to you, but one day you're going to appreciate what I just told you. And I know from my experience, I know that it's going to come. Yeah. Just like the same way my mama used to say, or my older brother or sibling used to say, like, oh, you're going to need this. Or, And then when it came out, like, boy, I'm so glad my brother and them taught me that. Oh, they told me this was going to. Nah, I ain't finna sign up for that credit card and get that damn T-shirt. That's I bring that up often on here because that was one of the number one things.
I got the pizza.
But you know what?
I got the pizza.
When I think about how stupid that was, we could have put anything on that damn thing. Yeah. You didn't even have to put your real
John
shit
Jacob
on it.
Jingleheimer Smith.
There you go. His name is my name too.
But I put my real shit on it. And I learned, and I'm glad I did what I needed to do to take care of it. But I didn't have to do that.
But I think that for the most part.
But I had to do it when you think about it. Fool, like, I really needed that pizza.
What you mean? Oh, yeah.
Like, I did, fool. Like, I called my mom the last 6 weeks. Like, mama strapped, pop strapped. I ain't got shit. I need that pizza. Sometimes I need that pizza.
I think about that now. Like, with them, approaching school age, that college kid need that money. They need cheddar. Mm-hmm. They need it.
They be all right.
All right, they gonna be on OnlyFans selling feet pics.
You know what they gonna do? Pops told me they gonna learn. Shit, if that's what it take. Don't put your ass up there, baby, with your feet. Cool.
Hey, college, dude. One thing I will say about college, a lot of people down college and stuff, and they say go to trade and stuff. If you're skilled with your hands or something, or you have a desire to go to trade, go get a trade. Hell yeah, fucking right. Go get a trade. I talk about Cuz all the time. Like, nigga, Cuz has always been skilled. Man, I remember, being 14 years old watching Cuz tile a whole floor, man. And like, so he's always been skilled and gifted with that, taking apart a clock and making lights cut on our science project. And we went in the science project because our airport got real lights in it. Because Cuz done put a switch and shit in it.
Y'all nigga with privilege. Y'all had science project?
Yeah, nigga, you had to do a science. But I'm saying, so think about it. We won it. Because Markel knew how to goddamn. I was like, man, airports gotta have a line. Like, I did it like a regular real runway, put the numbers on it. We cut the little construction paper and put the lines on it. And I was like, I knew Cuz knew how to make the lights. I said, okay, so we're gonna put the lights under the bottom. Cuz said, I got you. Sweet. Cuz goddamn put the little thing. He hit that bitch. The whole shit lit up. We won the science project for the whole school.
You went in school probably went, ooh, whatever.
We was in the yearbook. We was in the yearbook. Yeah,
Every black and white.
Yeah, I can spot talent. I'm a good talent spotter, But shout out Cuz. But I just say that, I don't know what the fuck I was saying that for. But
kids, we love y'all.
Yeah.
But we want y'all to learn how to be adults. Sometimes college. You was talking about college. College really did teach us how to be adults, fool.
It did. That's what I was trying to say.
I was 5 hours away from my parents and from everything I ever knew, fool. Yep. I had to grow up. I was gonna be in somebody's gutter.
Yep. And it teach you, I'm telling you, me and Mark used to sit there. I got $2.50. How much you got? I got $3.
You got bread, you got meat. Who got some cheese?
We put that shit together. We go get some hot dog buns, some hot dogs, go up to the stairs, get a grape Pico, and then we good to go.
Mix it with a little water.
And you rock.
Put some water in it. You good.
Man, I gotta do laundry. Shit, I got $10. Huh. You know what I'm saying? And you just kind of bounce shit off each other. And but at that time, you didn't even realize that, you knew you didn't have it, but you was having so much fun, man, enjoying like being a kind of getting that little taste of adult.
I appreciate being a little dirty nigga.
Little dirty nasty clothes wearing that
dirty
nigga.
nigga. Nah, man, I made it. I feel sorry, but I don't feel sorry. But I made it work, man. Like sometimes I got to know people because sometimes you got to get to know people for what they have, and if it can help you, it can help you. So and I don't mean no harm. I ain't trying to use you or nothing. You're really my friend, but you got to.
The only thing
wash and dry it too.
The only thing I do different if I was to go back to school is I would network a lot better.
I'd be a doctor, fool. I'd be something, a doctor, engineer, because nigga, we got free education, fool. I would take advantage of it. That's what I would have did. Yeah, man. I'm good with numbers. I'm great with numbers. Think about it. Yeah,
this is what I wish can't get right with here. You being a doctor is nuts.
Well, I don't care. I said that to say that I would have did better with my free education.
I tell you this. It was harder for us to do shit like that. Because
right.
I remember McSwain was trying to do engineering. The shit was too demanding. Yeah. It was too demanding for the schedule that we had. Mm-hmm. So it kind of made him have to pick something different. And he was a smart nigga. He just played crazy.
He didn't play.
Well, he didn't play, but you know what I'm saying. Swain, I love you, but you know what I'm saying. Kind
you weren't playing.
Yeah, nigga had walking CTE, but right. you know what I'm saying.
18, yeah, 21.
Just do something, man. Just do something.
But it do help you. So like,
but I would have did. I would have took my education more serious. I really would have.
I just would have networked better because these people that you network with or you create these relationships with, like you said, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Mm-hmm. And the deeper you build those relationships, you know, back then I had way too many mobilians around me. I had like we had our own little tight knit circle, which was cool. Mm-hmm. It was great because we could rely on each other. I can go wash my clothes at your house. I could come eat over there with Jamel and them. I could go do all that shit. But it didn't make me branch out to talk to the people from Ohio or the people from Texas or the people from India. You know what I'm saying?
People from everywhere.
Japan. You know what I'm saying? Like these people, like they probably own companies and shit right now. You know, and you never know how that could play up. You know, in your future. So
you need an HR specialist.
There you go.
$2 million.
There you go. We just saw this week that the House they passed the defense bill that automatically registers men 18 to 26 for the draft. We seen everything that's going on in the news from Russia pulling up cruise ship, fucking battleships down in Cuba. Yeah, it's a cruise ship with cruise missiles. But we saw that the House just passed a bill that automatically anybody 18 to 26 men are automatically getting signed up for basically selective service.
Pull up the criteria, G-Boss. And so has that not always been a thing for people who becoming of age?
I gotta see what the difference is because
they say college. I had to do it.
Yeah, because they say it's automatic. But I remember when we was in school, once you turn 18, even on your license and all of that shit, once you turn 18, you had to sign up for it. So I don't know what the automatic part of it is, but
because a lot of people ask for your registration for this, the job I applied for, the school I went to, they made sure that I applied or registered for that. So I thought it was already automatic, but I guess you don't have to apply anymore. Your name just going to happen.
I guess they don't give you the option. Yeah. Your ass just you in.
Sending your name over there, John.
John,
you over there now, goddamn it. So we'll see. G-Boss think because he the only son at that time, even though he's 49 years old, that he wouldn't have to go. But it is a possibility. It's some gaps that you have to be like the only son as well left in the family. So not the only kid of the family or of your parent, but the only son of your family, like her sisters, her brothers, her cousins.
Where you at, Henry Pugh or Mike, man? Y'all give us
some insight.
Yeah, y'all be real good with shit like
this. I don't know, because I was the only son of my mom and my dad. So I always thought that I didn't have to.
You can't go.
I can't go.
Yeah, you got to keep the bloodline going.
That's what I thought. But what if my dad's brother has a son?
He didn't even make no bars.
What if my dad's brother has a son? It keeps the Williams thing going. So you go.
You ain't even make no bars, man. Well, I know I can go. I got 2 older brothers.
I did that for the sake of I can't go.
No nigga would have signed me up quick. I got 2 older brothers.
Bye-bye. See ya. Sayonara.
I be over that bitch.
Boom.
Like Gump.
Like Forrest. So crazy.
But in lieu of everything going on, I kind of find it interesting that
They chose to make it official now.
Now.
So there has to be something behind it.
I feel like for them to put automatic on it versus what we were doing, it's a reason behind it. It just came out. I just saw it today. So I wasn't able to get all the details over. So maybe, as I get more details over the weeks, maybe I'll come back and follow up on it.
So maybe that means they going to not, because we went to college, we went to school, we had to do it. We was going to do something. They going to go get all the hood niggas too.
Oh, they going to get them first.
Yeah, cause that means they automatically in there too.
My boy say they know how to shoot them too because they need to go on over there anyway. They want to drill. Shit, go drill over here. You get it for free over here.
Go kill for free.
Shoot that switch.
They about to send a whole. They gonna send a whole Chicago over there. Them niggas gonna be beefing with each other.
Man, them niggas can't shoot neither.
They gonna teach them, but shit, I guarantee if all of them niggas go, they gonna learn. They gonna learn. Them niggas gonna be in there for 3 weeks in the barracks.
It's the new list right there. This is the requirement.
What you said, is it on there? Mm-hmm. The only son don't have to go?
Category: all male U.S. citizens born after 1959 who are 18 but not yet 26 years old, except as listed below.
Cadets, ROTC.
To me, that feel like the old one. If it's saying born after December 31st, that ain't update.
What's the date?
What's the update of that?
It need to say after 2024, nigga.
It's on their actual website.
Who needs to register?
This the registration.
Man, we don't.
See, they said who needs to register. Now they saying it's automatic. But I mean that's a good start. But,
I just correlated it since it said the 18 to 26 shit right there.
Because that's always been the age. But now they just saying instead of registering, it's automatic.
You in that, G-Boss. Bye-bye.
33, baby.
Nigga ain't never been happier to be older in his life.
You know how niggas is. They'll forget the goddamn register.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I ain't know I ain't do that.
I ain't know I couldn't do that. Who said I ain't know I couldn't do that?
I ain't even motherfucker knew I could do that. I don't know if y'all saw this week some actually kind of crazy chilling news, if you will. The Arizona man, I forgot his name, Mark Adams Preto, 58 of Arizona, has been indicted for plotting a mass shooting at the Bad Bunny concert.
Oh, I saw that.
He said he was gonna go to the Bad Bunny concert. He had all kind of guns that he wanted to try to create a race war.
Them hoes look old as fuck, like some 19.
That nigga had a musket in there.
Right. So one shooter.
That nigga had that glory gun that you got to put the powder in it.
He had 99 of them hoes.
But I'm so glad that they caught him with that one shooter because, that shit. I mean, you look at stories like this and it just kind of disgusting that even in 2024, and we're not naive, we're black, we understand how it goes. But it's just kind of crazy that in 2024, it's still people that, like, as much knowledge as we've gotten, as much as social media has taught us, as much as we've seen how economy and economics work, that you still think it's a race war. You still mad at blacks, you still mad at Mexicans, you still ain't realizing what the true problem is.
And that nigga was 98 years old.
You still don't know that this is a capitalistic society, that is capitalism, and you still fighting. It's the have and the have-nots, and you still ready to start a race war over colors, skin color.
And you dumb as fuck for thinking you gonna go to a Bad Bunny concert to target black people.
Well, I didn't know he was trying to target blacks. Maybe once I heard Bad Bunny, I was thinking Mexicans. Maybe how they be like the border, So it's probably some shit like that. Like
it just said it didn't say. Did it say black folk? I think it just said he was just trying to incite a race war.
I automatically went. Well, I will say when I heard race war, I was thinking blacks.
But it did say Preto or whatever his name is chose Atlanta due to his significant black population. Who he blamed for increased crime. He blamed the attack for a mid-May, June, or he planned the attack for mid-May, June, or July, including the Bad Bunny concert.
Yeah, he's stupid. He thought Bad Bunny was Lil Baby.
He was advising co-conspirators to wear hoodies to blend in.
The nigga thought Bad Bunny was Lil Baby, man. Come on, man.
That's crazy. He think that niggas finna wear hoodies in June, July, and August. God damn.
These little niggas been wearing jean jackets in the summer.
They not gonna be at the Bad Bunny concert.
They not gonna be at the Bad Bunny, but they will have jeans and a hoodie on.
They gonna switch
shorts and a hood.
I remember we was in Mobile, nigga. One time, like I don't remember. It was some event going on, but it was 98 degrees outside. We was riding down the street. Nigga had big long jeans on, big hoodie on, and a hat.
That is the young nigga outfit, but
young nigga got 100-round drones. You going down there with that goddamn 1939 rifle, boy?
Yeah, nigga had big one shooters. Pow.
I was looking at this
Big war shooter.
this thing. Fuck him and his race war that he trying to start. But I was seeing how, and I'm ignorant to stuff like this, so forgive me. But the Supreme Court shot down the little thing to ban bump stocks. Like, so bump stocks you can have. You know, bump stocks is what take a rifle or whatever and turn it into a machine gun. Mm-hmm. What's the difference between that and a switch?
One's white, one's black.
That's what I think. Because a switch, you know, for people who may not know, a switch can take a handgun and turn it into an assault rifle, basically. Whereas a bump stock is the same thing. Because when they showed the demonstration on CNN or whatever it was, they showed the demonstration with pow, pow, pow. They put the bump stock on it.
Big drum.
Same thing with a handgun. You pow, pow, pow. You put a switch on it. It's the same shit.
You know, it's not. One's white, one's black. That's the difference. To me.
I don't know. Just crazy.
And niggas probably won't even know a bump stock is a switch.
Niggas ain't never even heard of a bump stock.
Right. Like,
you ain't never heard of a bump stock?
That was my first time.
Nah. Oh, no.
Watch some more Bill Mail, my boy.
I told you what the goddamn do. Every Friday, you need to go tune in to Bill Mail.
Bill Mail,
but a bump stock, it's a little gadget that you put in on the end of a rifle, a hunting rifle, or like I think it's like what's the AR-15? And it, you know, an AR-15 not like it's just it's assault rifle. Yeah, but if you put a bump stock on it, it make it simulate recocking, but it make it do it faster. So it's literally, if you look up a bump stock,
that's crazy.
It's a machine gun.
Niggas don't know nothing about that shit, bro.
That's probably why it's not banned.
Bill Mail, my boy.
Yep. So I just saw that. Thought that was kind of crazy.
I got HBO Max now, nigga.
Ooh, that nigga. It's the little things. It's real easy to be. It's
real easy to be happy.
Little victories, nigga.
It's small, nigga.
I need to get back on my boy though, because I used to watch it every single Friday.
Who, Bill Maher?
Yeah, but then I chilled out.
Yeah,
I still
watch it.
It wasn't him. It's not him because I still watch it.
It was the pandemic. I think you fell off during the pandemic.
It became too much.
I will say, man, as much as I love politics, everybody know me. I don't talk about it nearly as much on here, or I don't get into politics as much on here as I do. But I love politics and I love to sit there. But some days it's hard to watch.
It's too much.
It'd be hard to watch. Like I get irritated a lot more now because
it'd be simple too much.
Yeah, it's just the things that we're doing now. Like I just said, creating race wars and stuff at this point. It's just
and you're wrong.
It's just stupid.
Nigga be wrong and create race wars. Like, God damn it, man. Go home.
I hate your black skin.
I don't go to a bad boy.
I'm caramel.
And you and we can't do nothing to you. You do realize this, right? We don't affect what house you live in. We don't affect what community you stay in, what school your kids go. We don't have no control over none of that shit, but yet you hate us.
And you still. Because your daughter singing our son song.
And we don't even own that.
Well, that might have something to do with it too, though. They daughters love.
Gets the ties with hatred.
Well, who puts the song out?
I said sons.
Well, who puts the song out?
Not the song, the sons, the
right?
Boys, the boys. They're like our boys.
Let me get out of here. I got a study for you.
What we doing?
People are twice as likely to spend more money using a card than cash.
I've noticed that, fool. Like I be so mad because like
I don't never have cash.
That too, but not even that. Like I spend more because I go back and look at my fucking account and be like, I spent this much money. You don't know it. Like if I had $200 in my pocket, I know I spent $200.
They call it
saying $200 on the card be $4.99. Like what the fuck?
You don't see the money going.
Right, fool. Like I got the last time I checked my account, I was good.
It says that
$900 later.
This study said when we use a credit or debit card, we experience something called pain of payment reduction. The immediate impact of seeing cash leave our hands isn't there. We can make spending feel less real. The detachment can lead to more liberal spending habits as the emotional and psychological effects of parting ways with physical money is limited.
That's a fact because it made me stop using my credit card so much, and I started going back to my debit card because I know that comes out of my account immediately. Yeah. So it's no, I got more money than I got, or whatever it may be. So that's a fact.
But you know what's crazy? Like and correct me if I'm wrong, it's almost like it's opposite. Because I remember when college days and shit, I'd rather have had the card than the cash. Because I used to spend the cash like crazy. Mm-hmm. And now it's crazy that it's exact opposite.
And you see that money, when you got that cash, you see that stack.
Well, I think back then, like, to use the cards, a lot of times you had to go in the store and use a card, like a debit card. Whereas now, nigga, that debit card, nigga, you can dance finna tap to pay us as soon as we leave.
Big tap.
You be at the you be
and I be done forgot I paid theirs 2 weeks in a row, 3
that
weeks
shit linked to your Amazon account.
God damn, who this is?
You got all these auto drafts.
Like, that shit just be going for.
That shit happened to me the other week. I was looking through my Amazon account. I was like,
who's that?
When the fuck I bought a dustpan and a broom? What the fuck is that? Fucking some stilts for a bed. What the? Who?
Stilts.
Candace? Who the fuck? Oh shit! Oh, okay. Okay. That's who. Okay. I almost got there canceled all that shit.
I be trying to look at it because at that point I can't cancel it. It's already posted, so I be trying to really figure it out. Did I get hacked? I be saying, did I get hacked or was it me?
I look at that shit every day.
What's the? You look at what every day?
My every account, every day. I got.
Sometimes maybe I shouldn't do this, but sometimes I don't look at my shit because I don't be want to know how much I spent.
I need to know. I gotta know.
I only want to know sometimes.
How do you determine if you should sit down and be responsible, or if you should create memories and enjoy yourself? How do you differentiate the two?
Fuck on, man. There's no real answer because to me it depending on how I'm feeling that day. But I know but I ain't gonna lie either. At the end of the day, I'm gonna be responsible over fun. That's just who I am.
You're gonna be responsible over fun?
Yeah. Cause
like how many times out of 10?
Well, I don't mind going broke, but I'll make sure all my bills paid.
I kind of base it off food. I ain't gonna lie. I base it off of what I'm gonna eat. Like right now, I know next time I get paid, goddamn, do I got what I need for the next 6-7 days for my belly? Not for everything else taken care of, but am I gonna eat what I want to eat for the next 6-7 days?
You feel?
Well, I ain't gonna lie, food. Like at this point, I'm not too irresponsible. Like I'll do some little shit more than I should, but I always still make sure that everything's still gonna be okay at the end of the day. Yeah. So even if I do be irresponsible, I ain't at this point in life. And Lord, keep it the same. I have yet to be too irresponsible for to get in a.
So let's say like debt. Mm-hmm. You paying debt.
I pay my debt every week.
Right.
Like, even if I don't have to.
Okay, cool. Let's say debt.
Mm-hmm.
Debt is something that like, okay, maybe you power paying. Like you're paying more than the bare minimum because you're trying to get it off of you. Mm-hmm. And you got an opportunity to go on a trip. And you're going to spend, let's just, hypothetical numbers, you're going to spend $2,500 to go on a trip. Mm-hmm. And let's just say you got $15,000 worth of debt. Mm-hmm. Do you forego that trip to pay the debt, or do you just keep paying bare minimum for that period to go have that experience and enjoy yourself?
Well, personally, I don't have too much debt. My only debts are my cars and my house.
You got to use my
I'm using yours. I am. I'm using yours. I'm trying to just relate it to my life as much as possible. So I don't put myself in those situations to where I have too much debt. Like mine is like, once again, just my house, just my car. That's it. So with that, I know that those debts are going to be there for 20 years. So if I have 6, 7, 8, 9,000 in savings in a $2,500 trip, I'll go on the trip because I know it's not going to fuck me up into a point to where I can't still live my life the way that I live my life. If I can't live my life the way I live my life, I'm not going on that trip. But if I can, I'm going. So that makes it more.
So you can live your life the way you want to live it, but maybe it make it a little tight when you get back. Which one you doing?
A little tight? I'm okay with it being a little tight.
Me too.
I'm okay with being a little tight.
For an experience.
For fun. I'm okay with being a little tight. I'll be a little tight. Because a little tight now, if I'm just strapped and nigga, I'm about to be evicted. No, I ain't doing that. Man,
let me tell you something. I wrestle with the good person, the bad person a lot because, like sometimes like, nah, nigga, don't do that. And like Hoop said, I'm more responsible now than irresponsible. and then you work a lot, you do all this stuff. But then I have flashbacks to the pandemic.
Yeah.
And then I see where like
Makes you more responsible.
you did this, and then it's like, hey, you got to go sit on the sideline for a little minute, and then it's like, damn,
Yep.
that shit could be gone like that,
And that made me
more
more thankful that I was more responsible than I even knew I was before, like shit like that. I ain't know I was that responsible. But once that happened, I tapped in my resources. I'm like, I'm glad I got these resources.
But you know what's crazy?
So now I'm glad I need to have them resources.
But you know what's crazy? And me just bigging you up a little bit. I don't think that we give ourselves enough credit for how responsible you are.
Because I didn't know, fool.
Well, hold on.
I didn't know.
Hold on. Not even just with that. I just look at shit like, nigga, this shit that we're sitting in, it's a result of your responsibility.
Likewise.
I got it.
Likewise.
But I'm saying like, you know, like where you live is a result of your responsibility. Where you work is a result of your responsibility. The position that you're in is a result of how responsible you are. So like the world may not tell you that that's good. You know, family, you know, may not tell you that that's good, but I'll tell you that that's a big thing. Because for people that look like us in our age range and stuff like that, people will show you the top, like, oh, this nigga, they in Tulum every week. Why you ain't in Tulum? But I tell you, like, nigga, that's a big deal.
Yeah. I appreciate that. I really do. And you should feel the same way. You should really feel the same way. And fool, like, to be honest, like, I never knew it. Like, I never knew that I was as responsible as I was until I was put in a situation to where I had to be responsible.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes hey, man, I'm just doing it. And sometimes it's just natural. You're going to do these things because that's who you are. And then once you realize you needed to use those resources because of who you were, like, it's big, fool. And it's appreciated by you more than anybody else. So, and you should appreciate it as well. I want you to appreciate that too. Like, fool, I ain't realized that. Like, until I got put in that situation, I didn't know I had all the shit that I had. I just was doing what I thought was right.
Right.
And sometimes that's all it is. Do what you think is right.
But like,
or do what you feel is right or should be right.
And I don't mean this in a negative light or anything, but if you sometimes look at other situations or other things that you could be doing or be in, then you realize, like, you haven't made too many bad decisions.
Sometimes safe is okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes safe is
perfect.
Like, and sometimes you've made so many bad decisions to where I'm not making no more bad decisions.
Okay, I say this. It's not necessarily safe, it's calculated.
Yeah.
Because, again, I go back to this. This ain't safe.
At all.
Shit, this is no, like, but it was safely calculated.
Yeah.
You can't do this if you wasn't responsible in other places, because this shit costs too much.
Yeah.
It costs too much to get the mics, the stands, the TVs, the all of that shit. And I don't mean that as a bragging. I mean that just in talking about the conversation that we talking about.
Nah, it's a brag, fool. Cause like people don't know that this is stuff that comes out of your household.
And it definitely
it comes out of your household.
Yeah, because if you don't do this, you'll be doing like
you're gonna take a loan.
Nigga, I can have a fucking deck on my backyard fucking with you, nigga. I can have our pool or something.
Likewise.
Yeah, I'm sick of you niggas.
Likewise,
yeah, I got 3 angles.
I'm swimming in this bitch.
But I say that
I commend you for it. I commend you.
Appreciate
I commend us for it.
Appreciate
Man,
it.
that nigga in Tulum trying to grind to get what we got.
Maybe, or he already got it. But I'm not. But that's the thing. Like, fuck him being. Okay, great. Go to Tulum. Hey, I want you to go to Tulum every day if you could. Or wherever you want to go.
What are you coming back to? Is everything cool when you come back?
Even if it is cool, that don't have nothing to do with you and us and what we're doing. But I keep saying
real easy to be happy.
Yeah, but I say that to say because, like we said, the theme of this pod is, nigga, you have to understand what it is that you're doing and what you create and how you set shit up.
I've never based my life off somebody else's life. It's always been somebody your age, your skin tone, your height, your size, your whatever, doing better than you. Are you happy with you? And that's all it boils down to.
Are you happy with you? That's okay.
A lot of people not happy with them. That's where
nigga,
the issues come in.
I ain't gonna even lie to you.
I'm happy with
people who know me know that I'm not gonna go out and project that shit. But I'm super happy with me.
I'm happy with me, fool.
Like,
I'm cool. I have good days, bad days, but I'm happy.
I see areas of opportunity. I see places to get better and things that I could do to be better, of course. But overall, I be the small shit. Like, I be happy with that shit.
Fool, and I be realizing, like, where I came from, man, like, fool, I ain't... Like, where I came from, fool, like, I really, like, I grew up in a household, fool, nigga, rats running around that bitch.
That shit wild now.
No
When
lights,
you,
nigga.
when you put that shit like that.
Eating cold pork and beans some nights.
When you put it like that, you can't help but
to... Nigga, I'm cool.
Nigga, I remember dating Sexy Red, nigga, the Sexy Reds of the world, nigga. Oh,
yeah. That shit, nigga, Sexy Red getting it. Fuck you, man. Where's she at?
Hey, but back to that mental question. Remember that mental question a few weeks ago?
What?
What's your mental number?
Yeah.
Shit, I'm at a 9. I'm at an 8, 9, nigga.
Look at
Shit.
I'm good, man. Like, once I keep on,
Look at that
and
nigga.
fool, that shit keep popping in my head, fool. It's real happy to be easy. Once I tell if I tell myself that enough, I'm
real happy to be easy.
To be happy. It's real easy to be happy.
Dummy.
Yes, nigga. Both.
They so happy to be easy.
Both, nigga. I think, like, sometimes you got to talk to yourself and convince yourself. And when you, at the end of the day, you're not convincing yourself because it's the truth. It's real easy to be happy, man. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
For some people, it's not, but for me, it is. But once you see people on the corner smiling, I can't do nothing but be happy for the situation I'm in, at least. Fuck, I'm going to be mad for.
I feel you. Hey,
It's
real easy to be happy.
It could be very worse, goddamn.
Moneybagg Yo, he dropped Speak Now.
One long song. Long ass song.
Did you have a chance to listen to it? If so, what's your thoughts on Moneybagg Yo?
I ain't gonna do that, man.
We said music was kind of down, and he went ahead and dropped. What are your thoughts?
I need to give him another listen. I ain't gonna do him next because my initial listen, I was jogging. I went outside, I jogged, and to me it just sounded like one long song. But that was the reason why I listened to it because I knew it was gonna give me enough hype, enough beat, enough up tempo. But he got a lot of singing and shit on there too, though. So it sounds like a good, cool mixture. It sounds like a good, cool Moneybagg Yo from where he is. I don't know. I need to re-listen to it. But I think
I think niggas ain't doing enough. That ain't gonna cut it.
It ain't.
After listening to Drake and Kendrick beef and what they put into those goddamn songs and rap after Gunna album, like that, it ain't enough. Moneybagg. I'm sorry, and I like Moneybagg. You know, I'm a big fan of Moneybagg, but this ain't it. Yeah. Like it's only like 2-3 songs that I like, and the rest of them were just mids.
Do you feel like those features were wasted features? Because to me, the Chris Brown song, not all that. Yeah. But the Morgan Wallen song is fire. I will say.
I think
the country song fire.
I think some of the like street hood artists, I think they're struggling right now in the music.
Why? Because
they rapping the same shit. Switches, guns, shoot.
You think you're tired of hearing that? So
I kind of am. But
I mean, think about it. We've been hearing that shit for so long.
So is that maybe why I like the Morgan Wallen song, the country song more?
I'm gonna tell you, you can still say the shit if you listen to that feature with Dirk on it. What's that song with Dirk on it? What is it called?
I heard it, but I didn't hear
it.
Dirk said
he said Dirk sent him that in 30 seconds, so it sounds like a bad throwaway.
But even in Dirk verse, to me, that's what it is. Like Dirk was saying, like I don't mention niggas' name in songs because feds be listening, blah blah blah. But it's like that's what I want to hear. I want to hear that you growing from that bullshit that you've been doing. Like you know that shit's stupid. And Dirk been like level headed. They been asking about Von shit and all that, and he won't never take the bait. That's the shit that I want to hear as you growing in there.
Where some of these niggas talk.
Yeah, now if you just started yesterday, tell me about the shoot 'em up shit. I'ma listen to it.
Don't tell me that because that ain't safe for you. We learning about that.
I get it, but that was different. You can't say fuck the whole city and you still in the city like that.
But that's what that is.
Right, but if you just rapping, like I'm talking about that hunger rapping, you just not getting in, cool. I'm cool with it. But I'm talking about the nigga who been in as long as Moneybagg Yo been in. Come on, man. It's time now. Like
for him to rap about what?
Like you been being boss now. Like give me boss shit.
You need a label, nigga.
He got a label.
Then he need to talk about this.
Bread Gang, that's his shit.
They ain't that good.
Tell me what you been doing with your bread now. Not what you were doing with your bread back in.
Maybe he telling you, nigga, he buying bitches' booties.
Probably Probably still.
That's what he's talking about. He talking about buying bitches' booties.
I mean, it's cool. Like you said, I probably got to give it another listen, but I probably won't.
I will give it another listen, but that's what I said initially. It sounded like one long song, and it just wasn't. It didn't give me enough variety for me to even when I'm gonna give it another listen. But even when I go back anticipating for it to be any different than what I thought it was,
Did you see Wayne finally got his he got a Vegas residency?
I didn't see that.
That's what I was saying earlier.
I saw him bigging up Doug Gottlieb with the University of Wisconsin Green Bay basketball coach. I saw him bigging him up. He was in some kind of mountain somewhere.
Looked like he was in Colorado somewhere.
That shit looked cool. Pretty. So I saw that, but I didn't know he had a residency, and I think that is super dope.
Dual residency.
What the fuck? So he
what's the difference?
A dual residency. I don't know what the fuck give yourself a residency.
He's at 2 different locations. He's not just doing
so he's at the this big hotel and this big casino.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they all probably got casinos.
Wayne gonna be tired. Shut up, bitch.
I'm just saying, it's Vegas, nigga.
I know what I'm saying, But
Zuka nightclub and Drea's beach club.
So Drea's
is the shit.
You say Zuka?
I ain't never heard of Zukas.
Zook.
Hey,
shouts out
more
to
power
Wayne,
to him.
man. That's dope, man. I'm happy for him.
And that's what I was saying. Like with Wayne, when we compare Wayne and the greatest, and I wish Can't Get Right was here, and not even being funny, just on some good conversation kind of shit, which he probably wouldn't respond with a conversation. But like when we say Wayne, and you be like, oh, he fell out. Like it's like I remember Jay-Z had a little run where he was kind of dead for a minute.
Yeah, he had,
but Wayne is much younger than Jay-Z.
What's the name of that?
And he still got time to prepare. Like Wayne 444 time hadn't came yet. Not saying that it will. I'm not saying that Wayne will have one, but I'm just saying that we judged him off of something that hasn't had a chance to happen yet. Wayne been in the game since 9 fucking years old, and he in his 40s now.
I always said I'll go back and forth with my goats. Mine is always Wayne, and mine is always Jay-Z. So I've never really said any of them have been bad, and I can't agree with anybody who be like, hey, Wayne's bad, Jay-Z's bad. Like to me, they're my goats. So. I understand it. And sometimes you're going to have bad. Jay-Z has with his Kingdom Come. To me, terrible. Terrible.
It was bad.
Kingdom Come is terrible. I don't even remember nothing on it. I might remember the single or whatever. But he has terrible albums. And so has Wayne has some terrible albums or whatever. But overall, they are both great goats. So.
You can't expect everybody to be perfect every time.
Yeah, that's hard, man. Especially when you've been doing it for 20 years, my nigga. 20, 30, 40 years. Like, shit, man.
No
give me
flaws. I think you're a robot.
I deserve I deserve 4 bad years.
I was talking about that because shout out to Lauryn Hill. With that Apple stuff, she got the number 1 album, the Apple number 1 album
out
ever.
Of 100 or whatever.
Yeah, the top 100. I thought that was dope. But one of the things I did say was, I'm so glad that, and I know that's crazy because it's saying number 1 album, but what we tend to do sometimes is if she would have put out 5 or 6 projects, maybe
it'd been trash. That number
right,
1
and it would have made that first one not seem as great and powerful. And because she never put out any more music, nah, motherfucker, now all you can do is judge this one, and now it's the number 1 greatest album. So shout out Lauryn Hill on that.
Some people hate her for that though.
What?
She don't put out enough.
Yeah, but they can only but they can say she don't put out enough music, but they can only judge off what she put out.
We argue about that with sports. Like, should a nigga retire when he just won another championship?
It's just like,
should he wait till he lose?
It's just like Barry Sanders.
Some people love Barry Sanders' foot. Some people hate him, but at the end of the day,
but nobody can say he wasn't good.
He good to fuck. Shit, my top 2, 3.
Never saw anything.
You might can say he ain't better than Emmitt Smith, but you can't say that because
I can.
He was a few yards away from the record and stopped.
He don't have more yards than Emmitt Smith, but he was better than Emmitt Smith to me. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Can't get right. Want to fight, man.
I think he was way more talented. I think
that nigga feet was crazy, man. Everybody been like, I ain't never saw a nigga been like Emmett. Nah, nigga Barry, nigga. Barry.
Yeah.
But I like Emmett though, so I came down talking on Emmett. But he always made me think that I would be. My career was when they asked you that stupid ass question in school, what you want to be? I want to be Emmitt Smith. I said that. It's good. I want to be Emmitt Smith. I specifically said that, and I didn't say Barry Sanders. But as a grown up, I recognize that Barry Sanders was more talented.
Emmett was with my Cowboys, so you know what I'm saying. But
I wasn't a Cowboy fan though. So.
But Barry was That was an animal.
That nigga had the feet.
I had a long struggle going between Barry and Emmett, and for a long time it was Emmett. But I have to say now, as an adult and looking back on football, playing it for as long, it's Barry Sanders.
That nigga feet was crazy,
that
man.
man was-
and he was with the Detroit Lions.
The Lions, nigga.
That's what make it even more so Barry. Cause shit, that nigga ain't had no Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin. Goddamn.
And they had Herman Moore. That was his best other player.
Scott Mitchell is the quarterback.
Yeah. And the black dude, what was the black dude
8
name?
wins. I don't.
Blake. Fuck, what was his name?
I remember.
Number 9.
I remember. Nobody.
I don't know. We used to have an internet. We could look it up, but him, Rodney Blake. What was his name, man?
Rodney.
Pete Blake.
Rodney. Something.
Rodney Blake.
Because his wife was an actress.
Man, number 9, fucking Lions quarterback.
Come on, G-Ball.
Was it Rodney Blake?
It probably was. It was some, but I remember his wife was
That shit gonna fuck me
on
up.
one of them cool ass TV shows.
Type in Rodney Blake Lions quarterback. I bet you that should have pulled up.
I think that's it.
If not, it's gonna give us the real name. Oh man, what was that nigga name? Who was it? Rodney Blake?
I think so.
No, not Scott Mitchell. That's why I told you to put in Rodney Blake. I told you how to do it.
Blake.
With Barry Sanders was there. Rodney Blake. Just put Rodney Blake.
Put Blake Lions quarterback.
Rodney Pete.
And her name was like some Robinson Pete or something like that because she was an actress, his wife.
See, I told you how to look it up, nigga. I'm a professional lookup artist.
I remember Blake too, though. I remember Blake as a last name. I think that was a Saint quarterback.
Yeah, you probably tied something else.
You put it.
We've been seeing some crazy shit with the Young Thug case. You been seeing any of those?
Yeah, I've been
little
seeing
clips. I don't want to speak on the case because I don't know nothing about the case.
Yeah, I seen a whole lot of it.
But just looking at the
wild shit going on.
And I've even sat at work and watched and listened to hours of the testimony and the different things that went on, like watching it live. That shit wild, man. It's crazy. It's entertaining, but then you don't want to say something entertaining that it's actually people real life who going through some real life shit as we sitting there laughing and being entertained by the people testifying and doing what they doing, man. What's your thoughts on everything that's going on from the lawyer?
It's a shit show / circus, man. It's too much going on, man, and they be trying to tell the people of the jury not to look at nothing. Like you see too much. Like I'm sure the jury sees all of this shit. They go, hey, put the jury outside so we can talk about this, and now it's on Instagram.
That shit over with. Yeah, like in today's time, nigga, as soon as you click on the page, why you shrugging? Because they my shoulders.
Yeah, like food is in this suck.
Get back.
Right, what stinks? Like her perfume. She smell like ass. What she smell? I want somebody go ask my boy what she smell like. I want to know what he say. Lasagna.
Somebody said this a perfect for a Netflix Lifetime special movie.
Not if you Young Thug though. Not if you.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
that's what I'm saying.
Not if you Young Thug, because that shit still.
This your life.
That man still go to jail every day.
Yep.
And this shit, y'all making a circus out of this shit, man. I don't like it.
Yep.
Like it's trash from all aspects. It makes black people look bad. It makes the black judge look bad. It makes the prosecutor look bad. It makes his lawyers doing everything in a power that he can to make him look good, but it's making him look bad as well. It's making so much shit look bad. I just don't like it, fool. Like it's making the justice system look like some bullshit.
Nigga been locked up since May 9th.
Of what year?
22.
It's May to it's shit. That's 2 years.
Man, I don't like none of
That's
it.
wild.
I don't like none of it, man. Like
Waiting on the decision to be made.
I don't like none of it.
And they still got a lot more time to go.
They do, and I'm not trying to pull for either side because wrong is wrong is wrong is wrong. I just don't like what this is doing because like man, we never watched no cases like this, no insight like that. Like the last thing we probably paid attention to like this was like the OJ case or some shit, and this is way worse than what's going on in that. So I just don't like it, man.
Yeah, it definitely shed a lot of light inside the see people thought process and how they were thinking and their
all of them
education level. Like I said, it's funny, but then it's also sad at the same time when you seeing somebody like, and you know that these people don't know better sometimes.
And the crazy thing is, fool, we see like the education level. We see some people who have no education look like they're smarter than the fucking lawyers.
Yeah.
That's the craziest part, fool. My boy, like, I took special ed class. He looked like he's smarter than the lawyers at times.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Because honestly, because you're diving into a different world.
Yeah.
Like you're asking him questions about a world he's very
Oh, I got him on this one.
very familiar with.
I got him. I guarantee.
And you're trying to put your big terms and your law terms and stuff with shit that man's an expert in.
Simplifying the fuck out that shit and making them look real stupid. I guarantee you they would have never.
But you know how that shit go.
Damn, this ain't All-Star Witches no more.
It's a scheme and it's elaborate and no, it wasn't.
Now you look stupid.
No,
Y'all
trying to tie that for y'all book, but that ain't how that shit went.
The DA looks stupid. The judge looks stupid. The court looks stupid. That shit looks stupid, man. I'm sorry. Leave me alone. I'm trying to do everything right in my life.
They trying to hold
that shit
him
look
down
bad.
to like mess him up when he get out. Like they scared of that shit too. Like when he get out, nigga gonna go to the moon. Like niggas gonna go to the moon. It's still Thug. Thug ain't one of them artists that when he get out, it's over with. Nah, when he get out, he gonna pick right back up and probably.
If he can get out, he got to get out of this shit first.
That's the whole thing, fool.
I think he will. I really think he will.
To me, I ain't putting no thought into it because I don't know. Like, fool, the way it looks like it should have been a mistrial. They didn't ask for a mistrial 99 times.
And if they do sell some niggas gonna have time served like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Who knows, man? You never know, fool. Like this shit, I don't know. I don't know how this shit. I just know it sucks and it looks stupid, and it makes us as a people look trash.
Did y'all see that Tory Lane's wife filed for divorce?
I ain't know he was married.
Yeah, I mean nobody did, but she filed for divorce amongst his 10-year prison sentence.
Wasn't that nigga fucking married before he went to jail?
I
When he got
don't know,
married,
but he married.
Well,
They say he was only
Let me
married like
stop.
9 months or some shit like that.
I was watching the Jinx. And that sounded like some of the Jinx shit. You watch the Jinx? HBO Max. G-Boss, you got it. You ready.
look, he ready.
Watch the Jinx, fool. It's about an heir to real estate in New York. It's called the Jinx, and he killed a couple of people. He actually married one lady so she couldn't testify against him. And they also said that shit was against Tory Lane because maybe he told her the stories and blah, 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 blah. So, of course, if I married you so you can't testify against me, in 9 months we're going to get a divorce because it doesn't fucking matter. Like, nigga, when all of this shit started happening, nigga was fucking Megan Thee Stallion in college and at the same time. So, when he got married. For
Well,
real,
you know,
for
when you
real.
got shit like that, that's cool.
I know.
do your thing.
I know, and that's why it don't matter. That's exactly why it don't
That's
matter.
cool, man. Do your thing. But I just saw that, just threw that out there for shits and giggles. WNBA. A lot of interesting stats came out. Just to see the record growth that's going on in the WNBA. It says that in the 2024 season so far, has been the record highest in 26 years. Approximately 400,000 fans have attended WNBA games in May. That's the highest number since 1998. The league game resulted in sellouts, 156% increase from last season. The viewership has also been a significant boost. It's having an average of 1.3 million viewers per game across ESPN, regular ESPN, ESPN2, ABC, and CBS, almost 3 times more than last season. The season opener between Clark's Indiana Fever and Connecticut Suns averaged 2.1 million views on ESPN and ESPN2. And Disney is making it the most watched WNBA game on Disney platform in history. We keep seeing all the different stats that keep coming out. They said that the WNBA countdown is averaging 741,000 viewers. That's a 211% increase from last year. Online merchandise has already set a single season record with 700, or in 4 months, it's up 756% compared to last year. The last thing, WNBA social media channels have garnished 151 million video views through the first week of the season, which is an all-time high, and that's up 380%.
One more.
The WNBA set an all-time high league pass subscription last month with 355% increase from last season. Simply put in terms, business is booming.
Booming. Keep it booming. Shut up.
And in May alone, they had 400,000 people.
156%.
Yeah, I said that.
2023.
About 400,000 fans have attended the game. That's in the WNBA arena.
That's dope. Shouts out to the women, man.
Yeah, shouts out to people like Caitlin Clark. Shouts out to Angel Reese. Shouts out to Asia. Oh my God, she can hoop. They playing good basketball, man. You got to say that.
And they looking good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
man.
they do look good.
They look good, man.
I like the fashion show before.
Like a lot of the food.
But that's part of what creates that aura. The fashion show that she doing, the Barbie doll shoes, the I don't like her. I don't like you.
I ain't talking about just her. I'm talking about them all as a whole.
That's what I'm talking about.
When they walk into the game, just like the men do, like the LeBrons, like the Shies do, like they look like the Lucas do. They walk in with their outfits on. These women are walking in looking like gorgeous women. I'm sorry, but they're walking and look like gorgeous women, and that's gonna make niggas watch it more.
They said that.
I don't care. Fuck, they said it too because they doing it. Nigga, I don't care.
They said that.
Yeah, I said it. Like, they walk in, they doing it, man. Keep on doing it. Keep on walking in there, looking like beautiful women, and coming in and almost dunking on a nigga. I don't care.
Yeah. I think it's dope. Love to see it. I will say that one thing that I love about the women's game is, and Todd said this a lot, it brings the fundamentals back. Because they're not as dunking heavy as maybe the NBA. So they do run a lot of sets. They run a lot of plays. They run them to perfection. And it's just a good brand, man. Like, you just got to be honest right now. It's what we need in sports. It's a nice, entertaining brand of sports.
They bring the fundamentals back to it, though. But they also bring back that some of these women are bullies and they bullying the little women and then getting buckets.
Yeah.
They are. I'm sorry, man. It ain't no about fundamentals. Some of them give them the elbow and goddamn laying that bitch up. Yeah, that's what the fuck I want to see. Goddamn, elbow that bitch. Elbow her. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Post her ass up. I saw Leah Boston with the fever for
she hit the game winner this week.
Like they gave her the ball. They ran a good set. Gave her the ball. She big elbowed her ass and laid it up.
Yep. I saw that Angel Reese was the first player to have 10 double-doubles back to back.
And she
first
100
points, 100 points, 100 rebounds. So shit like that, man. Like, you seeing first-time things, which goes to the point of when people say, is some of this shit warranted? Yes, it's absolutely warranted when you seeing people come in and breaking records. And right out the gate. Yeah, man, that's dope, man. So shouts out to the women, man. They hooping. They making the WNBA look good. They bringing attitude back to the game. Not saying that it wasn't there, but they're highlighting it more. Caitlin Clark, she had a little week. She was left off the Olympic team. What's your thoughts on Caitlin Clark being left out? You saw a lot of different people had a lot to say about her being left out. A lot of people came at Shannon Sharp this week for criticizing what he said about her being left out. But what's your thoughts? Should Caitlin Clark have been included on this team or not?
Well, I'm going to simply go off of what the person who picked the team said. Now, it's two sides of the story, of course. But the person said she wanted to put the best team together. It was going to make the best team athletically, physically, and team-wise. Cool. I get that, and that's perfectly okay with me. I also get the side where they're saying if you want to be a big market or build your market and sell more jerseys, you add Caitlin there. Cool. I'm going off what they said. They said they wanted to make the best team, and she didn't fit them to make the best team. So I'm cool with it.
Yeah,
I can't argue against the people who made it.
I do get what they're saying. And if you look at that roster, it's a roster full of talent. It's some hoopers on that roster for people who don't know. I know a lot of people just into it now just because of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and the different hype that's going around those two players. But that fucking team is loaded with true talent. However, I do think that you have to include Caitlin or Angel, like those two people who are kind of the face of the new age of basketball. I get Asia been killing and dominating for a while, but these two stars they're transforming the way the game look. And just like the Dream Team came in and made it bigger than life, I think you got to do the same thing with her.
When you do that, you got to tell me the two you're going to take off if you're going to put two on.
I don't know, but for shit, or just put her on the bench. Add two spots
but
because you're gonna. I mean, let's just face it. We seen the pictures. Remember,
You can't add 2 spots because the Olympics say you got to have 13 swords.
okay, well, fine. Take 2 off. I'm sorry.
So then that's what I'm saying.
The last 2 that you added, take those 2 off because at the end of the day, it's also about business. We know this. We know it's about business and it's about creating a bigger brand for the WNBA. It's about creating a bigger brand for women's basketball. I don't care about black, white, green, any of that. You got to include these 2 on there.
Are the Olympics about a bigger brand? Olympics.
Yes.
Not the W, because you say WNBA. So I'm asking about
USA basketball and Olympics is a bigger brand. I think Kangaroo Wright said to you and said to one of y'all in the group, he was like, is Christian Laettner better than Shaq? One of the reasons Christian Laettner was added to that thing is because it was about his brand and his name.
And they still get criticized for doing it to this day.
So, but nigga,
and I don't think it made that team or the Olympic basketball bigger than
it didn't. But they had a team full of stars.
And they would have had a team full of stars with Shaq.
Yeah, but and I'm not saying that they didn't, but I'm just saying like the star power.
I think that's a bad example because hindsight right now. I think they made the wrong decision. I think that Shaq should have been there.
No. At that, you got to remember at that time. You're saying hindsight, so you're saying now that you can look back. But at that time, Christian Laettner was a star.
Well, the reason why I'm saying it is because of the better basketball player, not because of the fame. And
no.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying the better basketball player. At the
right.
time. That's it.
So, but we also talking about viewership. I'm
not talking about that. I'm talking about the better basketball.
To understand what I'm saying. I'm talking about the percentage of what I just told you. The sellout crowds, the viewership, the all of that. Yes, nigga, I want that at the Olympics. NBC, ABC, whoever carrying the Olympics, they absolutely want more people watching it.
Well,
Hell
I think they honestly, and I'm gonna be fair with you, I think they want them to win more than they want that out because we've had that. We've had. You
said 13 slots, right?
I don't care.
I'm just saying 13 slots. Okay, you think that they're gonna lose because they put 2 more people on there?
Possibly.
They're gonna beat. Man, you. Remember I put that picture in the group and y'all laughed at me
because we've seen some global NBA men basketball teams who lost who shouldn't have
because they were sorry. That team was not good and they didn't take the Olympics serious. And that's what a lot of the NBA stars came back and said like, hey, y'all ain't even carrying this shit with pride. Y'all just down there, I don't want to be hurt and all of that shit. So but what I'm saying is I put that shit in the group and when y'all laughed at me like, oh man, that shit was cool 5 years ago or whatever. When the USA team looked like they was like the Monstars versus like Argentina or somebody, they're gonna beat the shit out of people. Let's just face it. So if the 11 fucking great caliber players who you just picked can't hold it down for these 2 people that help the business aspect of it, then this just ain't a good team.
I think we're at the point where the business aspect of it is big as no matter what. To me. And so I think you got to earn your way on it. I'm sorry. I think that the USA basketball female team is going to be global and big as fuck no matter what.
But they said that like when you go back looking at number 1 draft picks, they've never been left off the Olympic teams.
I didn't see that.
I get bro side on this one though. Like you could at least put her in for 5 minutes of the game just to go ahead and snatch up all this extra money.
Des, look up like the average win. That. They win about 40 and 50. She gonna play a lot more than 3 minutes. Shit, man.
I mean, argue with. I don't care either way, man. I'm saying it to say that I get that, but I'm not gonna argue against the people who did make it, and that's all. That's the only.
No. I'm not saying that.
That's what I say from the beginning.
Again, I'm suggesting that the people who made it from a business perspective. I mean, from a basketball perspective.
Yeah,
and that's fine. I have no problem with that. But now the powers that be who know the business side of it should have overruled some of the basketball shit. That's all I'm saying. Because again, these girls are hoopers.
Until Caitlin Clark makes it and these girls go ahead and play like shit and lose and then what? I'm saying like these girls who made it and feel like Caitlin Clark, because we see what the Caitlin Clark effect is doing. A lot of these people, and I think they're wrong. They don't feel like Caitlin Clark deserves what she's getting.
Yeah, so let's say she does.
So let's say she gets there and they get them like, fuck it, I don't want to play with her.
I mean, she hasn't had a illustrious WNBA career yet because she hasn't had time. I don't give a fuck if it's the guy who came from Duke. If he was the NCAA scoring champion and he's coming in at the first round draft pick, or if it's LeBron coming in as the first round draft pick, if it's Kobe coming in as the first round draft pick, if it's Jordan, like you gotta give these people what they are.
And I also think that another reason why that fucking Christian Laettner shit is a bad example is because that changed everything. No more Christian Laettners after that.
It shouldn't have been.
Exactly. That's my point.
At that moment,
because I'm speaking from a basketball standpoint. Shaq was better, so Christian Laettner shouldn't have been over the Shaq.
Okay, great. And Christian Laettner hadn't played. Caitlin Clark is playing. She's like top 10 in the league in scoring. So she's proving it. Christian Laettner never even proved it yet. So I mean I think it's differences. I'm not trying to like advocate or say that it's bad. I'm just talking about from a business perspective. If we're talking about pure business,
I'm not.
You dropped the ball.
And I'm not talking about pure business.
I am.
That's cool.
And the people who are arguing for her are talking about business.
And the people who are arguing about basketball are talking about basketball.
Right. And so we're saying from a basketball perspective, great. You did a great job.
Cool.
But this is also a business. You want people to watch this shit. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. ABC wants ratings. They want people to watch this shit.
I think we're going to watch it no matter what. Because the whole big talk about...
Have you ever... Stop it. You've never watched a women's...
Don't say
Olympic game. You haven't.
That's a lie.
You've never talked about it. You've never come in here and said, "Hey man, did y'all see the WNBA?" Well, this is the most we've ever talked about women's basketball.
I know what we
the last 2 years.
Mustaki, you can't tell me I haven't watched.
You haven't.
You're wrong.
I'm right.
You're not, nigga. nigga gonna tell me what I watch, ball. Because women basketball over Olympics.
You're wrong.
Okay.
If
right.
Todd can't get right was here, they'll tell your ass was wrong.
And they will be wrong to you. They can't tell me what I've watched because I've always said I've watched it.
You don't watch it.
Okay,
this is the most we've watched women's basketball in the last 2 years.
This is the most we've talked. But nigga,
I've watched and talked.
No, I've been saying I've been watching it.
No, you haven't.
I was a kid.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
I've been watching women's basketball before I knew.
No, you haven't.
Okay. Cool.
No, you haven't.
You're right.
Cap.
Cool.
You capping.
Cool.
Nah, I don't know it. You ain't been coming on this platform that you've had and talking about women's basketball, except the last 2 years when we bring it up.
Mustaki Smith, I said on this podcast that I've been watching Cynthia Cooper and Cheryl Swoops since long time ago.
Cynthia Cooper hooped in 2003.
That's my point of saying I watched it before today.
Who hooped in between? Everybody watched it right back then, but what have you been watching? Did you watch it in 2020?
Yes.
All right.
Simone Augustus.
Oh, man, you just naming names, though.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, with these qualifying scores, though, like, come on, man.
I know it. I know what I'm saying. 100 to 46.
She can get 5 minutes.
101 to 39. She would have got way more than 5 minutes. Stop it.
I'm not arguing.
And who they over here lying to?
No, I'm not. About what?
That you watch this much basketball?
What are you talking? Mustaki, you said I never watched a woman's.
I didn't say that you never watched it.
You did just say that.
I said you never talked about it.
No, you didn't. You said
yes, I did. I said you never talked about it this much until the last 2 years. This is the most that you've talked about basketball.
You can perfectly
and you ain't been and I said that you didn't watch women's Olympic basketball.
You can rewind.
I'm talking about women's Olympic basketball.
And I told you was lying. I watched it.
When? Who you watched?
Don't worry about it. Nobody.
Who you watched? Nobody. Who was on the last women Olympic basketball team?
I don't know.
Tell me.
I watched it when I was listening to the radio, nigga.
Huh?
Yeah,
I just said
the radio.
I just said I went back to Washington. Cynthia Cooper, Cheryl Swoops, Diane Taurasi. I didn't name people.
Thank you for naming the names.
People. You asked me who I watched, and I told you. Thank you for naming the names.
Thank you for naming the names. Who was on the last Olympic women's basketball team?
Simone Augustus, Diane Taurasi, somebody. Fuck, I don't know. The white girl point guard.
I got you. Super. I got you. Just name some names.
Nah,
I got you. Just name the names.
Yeah, because they.
I got you.
My girl who went to jail in Russia.
I got you. What's her name? What's her name?
LSU.
What's her name?
Her right there. Brittany Griner.
I got it. I understand.
LSU, she was bail my bad. But
yeah, see, look, I got it. I understand. I got you, Hoop. Sad basketball news, but yet you kind of understand it. Charles Barkley announced that after 25 seasons of broadcasting next year, he said that he said on NBA TV Friday that next season will be his last season, that he's going to retire, work on golf, work on chilling and enjoying himself. I don't know if y'all saw it. We've been kind of a little sad around here because TNT is kind of breaking up one of the best sports segments that we've seen ever. I say ever because it just is. They got a nice dynamic with him, Shaq, Ernie. What's my man, Anthony Smith? or whatever his name is.
Kenny
Smith.
Anthony.
Yeah. Shit. Kenny Anthony, same name, you know.
You blame TNT for that though?
Yeah, TNT got a lot to play with it, but times are changing. They can't get. I mean, TNT. We ain't supposed to be watching that shit on TNT anyway.
Amazon.
Yeah, you know, you got all these different power players who got money, man. TNT can't keep up with that kind of bag, man. But Shaq, Barkley said that he retired. What's your thoughts or reactions to Barkley getting out there?
Go get your swing better on the golf course, my boy. I ain't mad at it, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Like, you've done a lot. We appreciate you for what you've done. At least I do. I appreciate you for what you've done, and I think you deserve to go chill off in the sunset.
Yeah, it's time.
Every now and then, Amazon gonna bring
Things
you back.
change, man.
And you can come in and commentate on the game or two if you want to. Cool, but if not, nigga, you good.
Yeah.
Go gamble and play.
I hate to see it go, and I hate to see it go off because it was definitely great and fun and entertaining. But like Hoot said, man, he had a long fucking run on a run of greatness.
It was 25 years.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that long.
25 years of him being on TV, ain't it?
I know. That's what I'm saying. I didn't realize it's been
I mean, it's been a minute, man. So, you know, he deserves to go sit back and chill. So shout out to Charles Barkley, man, on his retirement, man. We wish him the best.
So now does that solidify y'all, the niggas saying, this ain't going nowhere. This can't go nowhere. It can't go.
Well, no, I think the people who were saying that, they don't want it to go nowhere. Like, they still want it and they still desire it. Like, Charles Barkley, hopefully, maybe a deal come tomorrow that stop him from doing it. But for now, this is shit. We just got to honor what he doing.
I hope not, fool. I want him to go off and live in the sunset and be cool, man, because we've watched it and we've seen some people get in the media and be old and it don't be the same. So it's cool, man. He's done his time. 25 years is enough, man. It's time for Paul George and Perkins. Y'all niggas be cool. Be good. I
don't know about y'all, but I get sad when the Dick Vitales and them can't do it no more.
I get sad when they can't, but I get even sadder when I see them still up there when they can't do it. I get sad about that more. Sorry.
You get sad?
Yeah, nigga. Get out of here, Jack. Go retire, man. I ain't mad at. Go retire. Fool, I'm with retire, man.
Oh.
See, nigga trash, man.
Dummy.
I ain't even said nothing.
I'm with retirement. Come on, man.
I ain't even my first saying nothing.
Come on, man. We've been talking for 2 hours, man. Let's
Pittsburgh
go home,
Steelers, man.
Can we go home?
No, nigga. You acting like somebody else, man. We recording, man.
We been talking 2 hours.
Huh?
Lee Corso.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
You trash.
Pittsburgh Steelers, they signed Tomlin for a 3-year contract extension. That's warranted?
Yeah, man. Like, he's the longest tenured coach in the NFL. He's been a winner. He has you a Super Bowl. And we've learned that these people who get rid of their coaches all quick, nothing happens for you. So you might as well stick with the guy who's keep you consistent with a chance to win at least.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't win, he gives you a chance.
Yeah. I shout out to him. The Steelers have been very good at keeping the coach that they're supposed to keep. So I think they did a good job. So
and shouts out to the black man. Keep the black man.
Yep. Moving on into the dummy of the week.
Who's stupid?
Dummy.
Dumbass, stupid ass dummy. They didn't give you a name, but bring your motherfucking ass to the principal's office. The DoorDash driver was who was fired after he was caught on the Ring camera calling the customer a nigga.
I saw that. Good. Bye. Him. What's wrong with these white people calling people niggas? I saw a white lady who was like on TikTok talking about y'all niggas married to broke boys. What?
Did you see when he dropped the food on the porch? He said, "Here's your food, nigga."
I shot at his ass. Pow, pow, pow. I was scared for my life. I ain't see that part though.
Yeah, it said when he dropped it off, he said, "Here's your food, nigga."
How he knew it was
and they was like, "Damn, you don't see the Ring camera sitting right there?"
How he knew it was a nigga?
No,
Though?
I was gonna say, it don't tell you that about
Her name was Bonquisha Smith.
I don't know. Her name was Derica.
Artists.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't never met a white Derica.
That's the nigga name. He should have just not delivered it though. He saw it from the beginning. Why would you deliver something and go be racist and get fired rather than just I don't want this.
Why do they do any goddamn thing?
Cause they racist.
I don't know the nigga name, but Mr. DoorDash driver, he was fired. DoorDash saw it. They were horrific. It went viral after that. And he instantly was fired for his antics and actions. And so for
DoorDash driver.
And so for that, Mr. DoorDash driver, you are the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
Yeah, I got it out. I had to slow it up a little bit.
Slow down. But he earned it. He's stupid. White people been wilding. White people been white people. And him, the lady on TikTok saying y'all marrying broke niggas and just saying it, fool. Like she didn't hesitate. She didn't hiccup.
Any other news information we forgot to add on?
Happy Father's Day.
Happy
man.
Father's Day.
Shouts out to y'all niggas who daddies.
Yep.
Hey,
To all the dads out there, man, happy Father's Day to you all from the Dummies podcast. From me, who can't get right, Todd, Dez. Man, it's an honor to be a father, man, especially a father who plays a significant role in their child's life, man. I know a lot of people, a lot of the world try to minimize the job that you do. But fathers, I think, are responsible for a lot of the development of kids. Whether we actually are 100% hands-on, the job that we do helps give kids confidence. It helps make kids feel like they can conquer the world, man. And so your presence alone makes kids feel like they can do anything, man. And so the world may not always tell you, but we appreciate you. We thank you for the job that y'all always do. We love y'all. We respect y'all, man. For people who not doing the job, hey, get in the game. It's never too late to go and build that bridge and be in that child life, man. And on that note, we'll be back next week like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. You dig?
Last question. You want a better gift, or you cool with the gift you get as a father?
Man, give me the socks and the fucking tie that you finna give me. I know you ain't gonna think about it. Just give it to me, and I'm a wear my role well.
I damn sure requested T-shirts.
I should have put some motherfucking
goddamn thing,
some briefs on that bitch. Them hoes high. Them tank tops and briefs, they add up. So
I want my shit from Express too.
Yeah.
I don't want the little bullshit no more. Give me
My
the
folks requested some J's. Had to get up early in the morning and order some damn J's.
yeah.
Do what you
Happy
gotta do.
Father's Day, niggas.
Shouts out to the pop.
Believe that.
Dummy.